All right. Welcome, Mushin Warriors, to another episode of Mushin Mental Academy, where our purpose is to provide you the tools for engagement and presence. Today's episode is centered on discernment. It's especially important for any of the viewers watching along with these videos. So let's jump right into it. One of my favorite definitions for discernment is perception in the absence of judgment. So, what does that mean? Well, to me, what that means is discernment is the ability to receive information, process it through our system without holding any attachments. So we don't have any hang-ups as far as, oh, this person's wrong. Oh, I should fix this. Or, oh, if this was received better or whatever. There's none of that confusion involved. We're just receiving the information, analyzing it, and acting according to life and how we feel we need to. And especially for anyone that's, following along with me in these videos, I feel that discernment is especially critical because not everything that I say is right. Not everything that I say is going to be even understood the way that I intend it to be. So you're going to have to build that on your own. So discernment is really the ability to take a breath essentially of the universe. It's taking in the information and putting it through our system in a way that we're not holding it or attaching, and we're able to act in a flow-like state. And discernment is especially important right now with so many voices, so much information, so much news, and so many opinions that are going on. Everybody and their grandmother has a different reason for why things are happening or a different suggestion for how they feel we should continue or to improve. Oftentimes, people even interject that into our lives. Oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, if you were blah, 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 or whatever, when the truth is none of these people have your life. None of these people are you. So the first step is you being able to analyze yourself and step back so that when you're receiving information, you're able to process it in a way that it's far more comfortable and far more effective and efficient. What do I mean by that? Well, the easiest way to explain this is when we're having a conversation. Here's a good example. Just the other day, I was communicating with someone that's close to me, and they had a customer service person on the phone, and they were looking for help. And my friend was in quite a bit of pain and distress, and they were looking for, the ability to reach a specialist on something. So when they contacted this customer service representative, that representative didn't even know how to spell the specialty that they were looking for. And so the person I'm talking about got like livid. They're like, how can you be in this customer service role when you don't even know how to spell this and you don't have the ability to, well, to me, that is the exact opposite of discernment. It is judgment. It's receiving this information, and instead of really processing what their objective is in that moment, they jump to the hang up of, wow, it's ridiculous that someone's put in this position or in this position right now, and like they barely are able to help. It's that feeling that they're not really able to get what they need. But the reason I bring this is because, like, in that conversation, for example, one of them became irate, and then when the two start talking to each other, like the customer service representative is not going to have any interest in really putting that much effort into helping out, my friend in this case, because why would they? They're paid God knows what to sit there and handle these phone calls and try and help people. They're not going to benefit in any, like personal physical like way that they at least most of the time can tell by helping this person that now is being irate to them over something that, you know, like honestly, who knows why they couldn't spell it? Maybe they just have a difficulty with spelling, or maybe they have, different traits that allow them to be successful in other areas, but this isn't a strength of theirs. So to bring it back, discernment, to me, for example, the way that I would process it, and everyone's going to be different. So this isn't the right way to do it. It's just the way that I'd process it is, oh, okay, I'm on the phone with someone because I need something. So I'm calling them because I'm trying to retrieve information. they don't know how to like spell this or do something, but they're still the placeholder, like the person that's in between me and the solution that I need to get to. So let me be like, okay, no problem. Like, I got you. Let me help you out. Blah, blah. Like, what can you give me? What information are you able to help me with? Like, how can I work with you so that together we can achieve life? We can achieve flow and a smoother existence, honestly. In which case, so as we continued through the day, I ended up helping that close friend of mine, and I continued and I took the calls, and while I was on the phone, half the people that I spoke to didn't actually have the ability to help, but they gave another clue. They said, "Hey, I can't help, but I got this person that at least their office is open until 5. You can call them and then maybe they can get you somewhere else." And then when we contact that person, they say, "Oh, you know what? We're doing this. We actually don't have the ability to help in that specialty, but there's an office that's next door to us that I can give you the contact to." One after the other, we start building the pieces to get to where we need to go because there's no hang up. We're not stuck at that first piece. Instead of me having this whole like thing trying to fix the situation of this person's, spelling or grammatical mistake, that's not really my objective. My objective is not to find out whether this person is, you know, literate, in which case it's also like, you know what I mean? You can kind of have just a general peace and acknowledgement that everybody has their own flaws and mistakes in the same way that we do. And that is, in my opinion, the best way to engage with people because no one is perfect. There's no such thing as it. That's what makes us all uniquely the same. We're all beautiful and amazing in our own ways, and we do things for different purposes. So the advice that someone's going to give someone else might not get them to their final objectives. They might just be steps, or they might just be information. And so to bring it back, even with these videos and when, anything that I'm putting out, it's up to you. It's up to each of us to process and find out what it really means for us and how we can utilize these tools, how we can actually engage with life in a way that resonates with who we are and where we're moving towards, who we want to be, and the aspects of ourselves that we look at and we're like, oh, maybe I could do a little bit better in that category, in that area. That's how we continue pushing towards this. So I hope that this brings tremendous value for you. I know that it does for me. And as always, warriors, be awesome, be beautiful, be yourselves.